So hello folks, so actually this is a test. I am filming simultaneously with my Canon EOS 80D and my Canon PowerShot G7X. So I'm trying out this experiment whereby I shoot two different video footages but of the same scene, of the same subject, me, and then I will in editing mode, in post-production editing, what I will do is that I will cut the two different footages and I merge it into one. You know, I take a bit from one or the other and then I merge it into a single clip. And so this is what I'm trying to do. What else do I have to say? Do I have any updates? Well, yes, I think I have some updates to share, because the last time I filmed, I think I was in my third week into my spring clean, right? And I had managed to clear out or to clean thoroughly my kitchen. I had also managed to to clean the living room, the dining room, the terrace, and then the lobby. And the lobby was what was the big headache, because I had so many books, and like I said, I find it very difficult to detach from my books. You know, I have this emotional attachment with my books that when it's time to separate from these books, I find it very difficult to do so. So I adopted a strategy, a system whereby I did the sorting out. You know, I went through all the books on the bookcase. I left those that I hadn't read and those that I had already read but wanted to read again. And then I took out all the ones that I knew that I would not read, because some of them, honestly, the knowledge is so stale. Like some of the books dated back to, I don't know, 2000, 2003. And because knowledge, unless it's a classic, knowledge, you know, changes so fast, especially where computing is concerned, that there's no point in holding on to these books. So what I did was that I put them all into cases, boxes, plastic cases that I purchased, and so the next stage would be to sort out the ones that I think I can give away to the local library. The other day when I walked down to the groceries, I saw that they had converted the old telephone booths into mini self-service libraries, meaning that you had people who come and deposit books, and you know, people are welcome to borrow the books, and then they're also welcome to, you know, share their own library of books. So it's a kind of exchange, and I thought that was a very good idea. So the next time I go to the co-op, I will take a few of my own books, the old ones, and I just put it there and see what happens. But that way, you know, I get to recycle the books, and I think that's a terrific idea. And what else can I update you on? Yes, so this is where I stand with my spring cleaning. So then the next part of the spring cleaning will be to go through all my clothes, because I have so many of them, but there's so many of them that I don't wear. So is to go through my clothes and to sort out the ones that I definitely will not wear any longer, the ones that I'm not so sure whether I will, and the ones that I do know that I will wear. So I'll put them into these three groups, stacks, and then I'll try out the maybes, the ones that I think I'd like to wear but I'm not sure, and then I will decide whether they go to the pile of those that I'm likely to wear again, and those that I certainly know I won't. And then that way, that also goes into cases, and then from there I will just put them into these disposal, how do you call them? They are disposal containers. In these containers whereby you can recycle clothes, and then I'll just recycle them, and then maybe it will have a second life. So yeah, this is where I stand in my goal to spring clean, and using this quiet COVID period to do so. I must admit that since the COVID lockdown that started for us in mid-March, I haven't gone into town, meaning into the city center of Geneva. I have just stayed around locally, so it means that sometimes I walk down to the grocery shops to pick up a few items, or I go and walk by the lake, or I take a walk around my neighborhood. But I've never actually used my car to go beyond my neighborhood. And so now that the authorities are easing off on the lockdown measures that were in place from mid-March, because now gatherings of up to 5 people are allowed outside the family or the household. People can go to shops and can go to restaurants, but of course the social distancing is still in place. The same measures are still in place, so it's 2 meters apart, whether you eat or you stand. That is still in place. And yeah, but I haven't been into the city center of Geneva to see what it's like, actually, to see Geneva slowly come out of this lockdown situation and easing back into, there will never be the normal, but the next normal, or the new normal, So the plan is that the plan is to go to town on Monday, because Monday for me is a holiday, and it is to therefore see what the new normal is like, what the new normal for Geneva is like, and the adjustments. And so that will be interesting. And of course, as usual, I'll take you along with me to show you my Geneva, the city center, the 2 main streets basically, where this is our high street for shopping, and shopping high street like you do have in London. You have Oxford Circus, Piccadilly Circus, Marble Arch. I mean, that basically for us they're just 2 streets, Rue de Rome, Rue de la Confédération, voila. And so I'll take you with me. It's true that now shopping isn't my priority. I've just come to adopt this philosophy thanks to COVID. I think it has given me a new appreciation of time, of money, of effort, yeah, but especially of time, that once you lose it, you dispense of it, it's gone, and it's gone forever. I guess you can say the same for money, but money, you can always earn it again in some other way, but time, it's really gone. So I'm very particular about how I spend my time, and so I would like to rediscover my Geneva all over again through a new optic, a new lens, through the lens of post-COVID, through the lens of the new normal, that means, what that looks like. I will visit some museums, I will visit some restaurants, I'll visit of course the streets, just to see what this new or next normal is about. So of course, as usual, I will bring you with me. But looking now at the two cameras, I'm not sure that they have the same settings, because on this side I look very, very bright, and on this one I don't look so bright. So I'll have to check the settings again. But this is indeed a test, just to see how, you know, what it looks like, or how I can use the two cameras together. And so on my Canon EOS 80D, I have attached a mic. It's a Rode, I believe it's a stereo mic, and with my Canon G7X, you know, the microphone is built into the camera. It's a built-in microphone. I see that there is the GX90D, which has a resolution of 4K. And but I also saw another one, which was I think it was the 6D Mark II, and even though it doesn't have a 4K resolution, but it still has a full HD resolution. But you know, the picture quality is higher than the pixels in the 80D. But no, it doesn't run on doesn't have the 4K resolution. So I'll still take my time and, you know, look for a good camera. But in the interim, I just will continue with the two that I have, which is my 80D EOS 80D and my Canon PowerShot G7X. So I will merge the two footages. I'll edit it on my mobile phone using Adobe Premiere Rush, because I haven't used it in a while. And then afterwards I will do another editing, but this time on Adobe Premiere Pro, and then I'll compare the two footages, the two different films, because I won't cut at the same places, so they will actually be two originals. And then we see how that goes. So yeah. So I will end this video soon. I'll just give it 15, let it reach the time code of this video. I'll let it run until 15 minutes, and then I'll edit and see how that went. Voila! I'm never sure with the focusing. I'm never sure how good or bad it is. I just love filming. do. Oops, I've passed the 15 minutes, so I'll let you go and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.